Hey, it's our old pal Slim, and this is 70mm, a podcast for movie lovers just like you. Disclaimer at the top of the show, we are not experts, but we do love watching movies. With me each and every episode is my close friend and artist, Danny Haas.
Hello.
And our close friend and spiritual advisor, Perlexis.
Oulan Shema, Kusa Sela, Uya Moma.
Every movie that we cover is connected to a theme for that month, and this time it's 70mm Goes International. We're only choosing movies from the Letterboxd Top 250 International Films list. And you can use the chapters in your podcast app to skip to our main discussion. This week, it's Danny's pick from 1964 and Jacques Demy, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. It's 2026. This is our first recording in what feels like 3 months.
Yeah.
We're a little rusty, but we're back in the studio. Dale's here. He just gave us the A-OK from the booth. Everything sounds good.
Okay.
Maybe we need to look back at 2025 before we move any more forward
Yes, I
into
agree.
2026.
Yeah.
I thought it might be fun for us to talk about our top 3 first watches from 2025. We'll close the book. We will end it. Much like Ryan Seacrest ended 2025 live on television as Proto was watching. So let's start with Proto. What's one of your 3 faves from 2025?
I mean, only 3. This is tough.
Yeah, this is hard.
But I think I'm going to break it down into a few different categories. First being my favorite of 2025, a movie that came out in that year.
Okay.
And for me, I think I'm going to stick with Train Dreams.
Hello.
I think Train Dreams is my favorite 2025 movie. And now I have to say, there's a lot I haven't seen. Right.
We're not experts.
Yeah. I'm not a critic. I'm not paid to watch everything. But this movie that I did get to see, thank you, Netflix, was just a delight. It stayed with me. It's just a beautiful, beautiful movie, meditative, Joel Edgerton, a career performance. Others have said, and I'm saying as well, I'm going on the record, career performance for him. I just love it. I plan on, returning to it. So I gave it 5 stars easy. 5 stars and a heart. Okay.
Wow. Okay. I watched it. I also enjoyed it. Interesting aspect ratio, interesting decisions in like frame rate. It's not even frame rate I read. It's like just some, I don't know, the technical aspect of it. You'd think it was weird frame rate, but it was like Spider-Verse style filming in that movie. Very fascinating.
The next one, should I go?
I was going to rotate. Let's rotate.
Okay, let's rotate.
No, go for it.
No, I'll run the show. Danny, you go next.
No, go for it. So this isn't my favorite of the year, but I've thought about it often for a few reasons. One, George playing Little League this year, and Slim's constant need to play hockey at the age of plus 40. Ephus from 2024 by Carson Lund. I watched this for the first time this year, and I think about beer league baseball and how much I would love to do it. And I don't think my body would love for me to do it. But I think about this movie quite often, and I really loved Ephus. I may fire it up again sometime soon.
Hello. What's it going to take for you to join a beer league baseball team, softball?
New elbows, new knees.
You can wear those like tight pads. I get Instagram ads for those like knee
You're right. I probably could wear a
pads.
device.
Yeah. Like Steve
Devices.
Austin.
Oh,
Like
shit.
Braze.
All right. I'll think about it.
Okay.
We can rebuild you.
We have the technology. Let's see. I'm going to go a little off the wall here. 1990, a movie came out that was going to revolutionize young people.
Okay.
And it didn't until there was a director's cut released this year officially of Captain America.
My
directed
God.
by Albert Pune.
Wow.
There was one of those boutique Blu-ray companies put out and they had approval from the estate of Albert to release his director's cut. I bought the disc. I had an amazing time. Gave it 4.5 stars. I thought it was great. The original version, the one that was came out and direct to video. I don't even know if it went to the theaters, but it's pretty bad. But this recut has different music. It's totally different. I had a blast.
Okay.
If you can get the Blu-ray copy of Captain America 1990, the Pune cut, do it, my friend.
Wow.
The Pune cut.
Get the Pune cut. Pro?
Let's go with a movie that I had some of the most fun this year, giving a 5-star. First time watching They Live.
Oh, nice. Heck yes.
From John Carpenter. I was fortunate enough to watch this on my brother's 77-inch OLED.
Boing.
I think I talked about it on the show. I was sitting 5 feet away from it. I had to rotate my head 45 degrees to see the whole TV. But a night I'll never forget. Seeing this movie in 4K that close on this TV with my brother, just a memory I'll cherish. What a picture. I can't wait to rewatch that.
Oh my God. We need to do that on the show.
Oh, yeah.
At some point. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
OLED prices are dropping fast.
Yeah.
Folks, they're dropping fast.
Mm-hmm.
If you can afford to make moves, folks, highly recommend it.
Okay.
If you can.
Recommended.
I have a list here that I'm choosing from my other one.
You go next.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You're right. You're
No,
absolutely right, Danny. I apologize. It's your turn.
This film was brought to my attention from two people, Slim and Tom Cruise. 1975's The Great Waldo Pepper. This film with Robert Redford being a stunt pilot. We use the GIF quite often now in Discord, and I'm grateful for it. I loved this film. So there you go, Waldo Pepper.
I mean, also we got a GIF out of the deal for our Discord people.
Yeah. There it is.
Going through that bar.
Absolutely goated GIF.
I mean, that dude is paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I loved Waldo Pepper.
Scott in chat. This is a great one. Scott in chat. 70mm's favorite movies of 2020. I can't read it. 70mm's favorite movies of 2025. Captain America, 1990. They Live, 1988. And The Great Waldo Pepper, 1975. No one else doing it like this. I mean, that's the encapsulation of the show right there, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, next on my list, the master himself, Ryan Coogler in Sinners.
Okay. Now
Dynamite
we're talking.
Picture, Dynamite Show, as people working on movies call them. I had so much fun in theaters. Michael B. Jordan, Haley, spectacular in that movie. Lot of fun. I am hoping we can cover that in the not too distant future on the show. I had an amazing time. Danny, you still haven't seen it, right?
No, I haven't. I'm waiting for it to be on the show. I'm waiting
Stay tuned
for the show.
We'll see.
Waiting for the show. I'm saving my letterboxed.
Save it
for the show. Pro.
I had a few cathartic watches this year that I felt like gave me some real emotional, what's the word? I don't know. Some kind of release, some kind of connection to something greater than myself. But this is a movie I watched back in March when I had the flu or the stomach bug or something for 2 weeks. And I watched The Lost City of Z
Oh, yeah.
I just looked at my log.
I got to tell you, when I think about this movie, still 9 months later, and I think of the ending, and like some of the words that he says to his son in that movie, like I start getting choked. I'm getting choked up now just thinking about that. Like that movie was powerful. Gosh, I love that movie. I can't wait to do it on the show someday.
Gosh,
thank you.
Ever since you talked about that, I've been trying to make time to rewatch that because I really loved the last like 25 minutes of that movie too.
Yeah,
I cannot honestly remember much of the last 20 minutes. So I need to rewatch.
Yeah.
Danny?
I'm picking a movie from 25.5. Everyone relax. This one popped up quick because it's a movie. I don't know if they've done Oscar noms yet. I don't know how that works.
The short list.
Maybe chat will. Okay, Grace says not yet. I think Ethan Hawke's performance in Blue Moon, I think about quite often. I really loved Blue Moon. I loved Ethan in that film, and I hope he gets at least a nomination for it. Because I had a great time watching that film. One of my favorites of 2025.
Are you predicting Oscar?
I'm not. I'm predicting.
Can you do that right now?
I'm predicting nomination for Ethan and Richard.
Nomination.
That's my prediction.
Okay.
I'd love for Bobby Carnival to get a nod too. Sheesh. Because I would drink a drink from Bobby Carnival from a bar any night of the week.
Bobby Carnival is a great name.
It's a fantastic name that I can barely say, apparently.
It's like a pro wrestler name, I feel like. Gosh, it's hard between these two. You know? Do I pick a recent one or... Actually, this one was 2024, I think. I'm going to pick one that we watched for the show that I was pretty shocked by.
Okay.
Directed by the master herself, Kelly Reichardt. Old Joy. Remember our Old Joy episode?
Yeah.
That was in February. So if people thinking it's too far away, February. Streaming on Criterion and HBO Max. I just thought it was just a dynamite, one of those Kelly Reichardt movies. Almost like I think we've called them like nothing burgers. There's not a lot happening. It's just kind of like conversations and moments between characters. But man, I was really taken by that movie. Two old friends kind of getting back together for a trip one weekend and realizing kind of how they've drifted apart over time. Dynamite. Toast Modern in chat says the Mastermind is great. I'm trying to make moves to watch the Mastermind.
Yeah, same.
Trying.
There. Yeah.
Busy.
Trying. I think that's it, right? That's 9
movies.
We did 3. You said 3. We did 3.
That's 9 pictures. We did it.
9 pictures from 2025.
It was a good year though for movies.
Fantastic year.
For me personally.
Okay.
I agree with you. It was a great year for you.
Thank you.
We all are in agreement. It's a great year for you.
We heard your French to start the show. We can see how it's working out.
No one try to translate that. No one.
Let's say hello to some new patrons since we last did episode 291. This is episode 292. Jordan, Ed, Rick, Jack, Adam, Yannick, Chris, Sierra, James, Tim, Emil, David, Jordan, Cameron, Tony, Dennis, Jacob, Amanda, Lou, Jeff, Maxim, Karina, Vonnie, Sam, Logan, Matthias, Aaron, Shay, Simon, John, Try, and Bisky all became patrons since we last did an episode. Got access to uncut episodes. The back end of this show will only be available to supporters, a little post-show action. And 70% of our patrons prefer those uncut, longer episodes. So join that crew, become a patron. It's time check here, 20-ish, 15, 16 minutes or so.
Time check.
Let's read some reviews for this movie we're about to talk about.
Oh.
The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. A lot of activity, tagged 70mm pod. A lot of references to La La Land. You seen this?
La La Land's a ripoff of Umbrellas. That's a fact.
Eat your heart out, La La Land, Toast Modern says on Letterboxd, 4.5 stars. Joe Jazzy, 4 stars. One of the most beautiful final scenes I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Small Talk'em Emma J. People know I am not a fan of La La Land, and here this evening I have been vindicated. Not even effing close. 5 stars.
Whoa.
Okay.
So these movies are just about her, I guess. Her relationship.
Eric, I was worried the nonstop French singing would get tiresome, but I couldn't look away from the gorgeous colors and wallpaper. Incredible score and unforgettable ending. 4 stars. Danny's wife.
Yeah.
Casey.
Keep my wife's name. Ouch.
The last 10 minutes were the best part for me.
Yeah.
That's what Casey said about the Umbrellas of Cherbourg. Cherbourg. Jacques Demy. And we're about to get into it right now, I think. This is kicking off 70mm Goes International. We're only choosing movies from the Letterboxd Top 250 International Films list, and this is Danny's pick. Proto, what's this movie all about?
Madeline works at her mother's umbrella shop and is desperately in love with Guy, a local auto mechanic. Guy must serve 2 years in the military, separating him and Madeline. The night before he is deployed, they make love, leaving them pregnant. Meanwhile, Roland, a jewelry merchant, falls for Madeline and pursues her, forcing Madeline to decide between waiting for Guy's return and the security of Roland. The Umbrellas of Cherbourg.
Waiting for Guy sounds like a movie title.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we debuted a hot news segment last year.
Oh, crap. What was it?
Where we talked about if you had to choose, you know, if you had to remove one of your 4 faves and replace it with X, one movie. So maybe we call it Pick 4. Pick 4, the hottest news segment in podcasting. So if you had to add one musical to your 4 faves,
easy,
what would it be?
Whoa.
Singing in the Rain.
Huh.
Easy. I think it might be my favorite musical.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I truly love that film. I thought about it a lot watching this, actually. Trying not to be like comparing the two when it comes to musicals, but man, something about Singing in the Rain, I think about it quite often.
Okay. What about you, Pro?
The first one that came to mind, I put it on today.
Oh.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Damn.
I really love that movie when we watched it, and
insane.
Going back to it now, watching it again, I still love it. I love the message. I love the characters. I love the music. It's a comfort movie.
Some people in chat are saying Wonka with Tim Chalamet.
Yeah, if you look back at those people, they're now banned. Their names don't appear anymore.
The ban hammer has been used.
New Year, new me.
I was initially searching my Letterboxd diary by 5-star movies under genre music.
Mm-hmm.
And
music.
I don't think this works.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
But I would have selected, if it was usable, I would have selected Dirty Dancing. But that's not a musical. I mean, God.
That's not a musical?
Is it time to rewatch Dirty Dancing? I think it might be. But honestly, like I'm still riding the high of The Sound of Music. When we did that movie on the show, that was like my first time watching it.
Okay.
Wow.
Unreal. Right. Absolutely unreal movie. If folks, if you haven't seen The Sound of Music recently, fire that bad boy up. Okay?
Mm-hmm. There's one that I keep wanting to fire up that I haven't watched. I guess it's music. I don't know. Is it a musical? Maybe I'm wrong. It says music.
Let her know.
But All That Jazz.
Oh.
Is it a musical?
I was just looking at that.
I want to do it for the show so bad.
When?
I know.
No, when do you want to do it?
Oh,
just let us know.
Yeah, I have that disc. I really enjoyed watching that a couple years ago. Okay. We should get into this picture. This is Danny's pick. Danny, why'd you pick this movie?
Honestly, because I scrolled and saw it. And really, I didn't know, this was a musical. You know, we're not experts. I'm not an expert, especially not in French cinema. And I've heard about Umbrellas quite a bit when it comes to the restoration 4K that Criterion recently did. So that kind of chatter has put it in the back of my mind for wanting to watch it eventually. And so when we decided to do international films and I saw on the list, I felt like a no-brainer for me to pick that one.
So which version did you watch? Did you watch the...
I watched it on Criterion, yeah. And they had a cool disclaimer. I don't know if it was on the other ones in the beginning where it talked about the process that they did to restoring the 4K in 2024 before it fired up the films. I watched it on Criterion.
Do we know if it was the 4K version of Criterion or did they play like a 1080p version of the 4K restoration?
I don't know.
Because I tried... So we had DM'd...
I didn't think it looked bad.
Right. Because I had asked Proto how it looked because I was debating like which one do I want to watch.
Right.
And there was, I think I started watching it on, I cannot remember, maybe it was HBO, but it was pretty grainy.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I want to see what this 4K is about. So I did rent the 4K and it's a huge difference.
You would rent it on Amazon?
I rented on Apple TV.
Oh, okay.
I rented the digital 4K and it's bonkers. Like the actual cleanup, because there was a lot of grain in the regular one. It's all gone in the 4K. It's really clear. So if folks can grab it. So now I want to like watch the Criterion app version. Like I wonder what they're showing.
Yeah, I don't know if I noticed the grain. I usually would pill that out like we did for Black Christmas. Like that was grainy as hell. So I don't know that grain really stuck out to me on the Criterion one. But I did notice whenever the scenes would transition and the images would fade out, there was a moment where it was so choppy where the image went from whatever was being broadcast, either 4K or not, it instantly like cut to lower quality in the middle of the transition.
Interesting.
It was very fascinating. Every time they faded out to black, it like did this weird thing where the image went almost blurry. It dropped in quality. So I don't know what that was, but it was very interesting. I noticed it every time it faded to black.
Yeah. I don't even know if I've ever watched anything in 4K on Criterion, but I would assume they were probably serving up like a HD version of the restoration.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, I felt like the HBO cut was just HD. Because at the front of it, they like there's the text on there saying like this is the 2013 restoration.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's not the 4K.
Yeah. The version that I watched has like an updated version. Like this restoration was done in like 20 whatever or whenever the disc came out.
Yeah, because I thought the same thing. I was like, this is pretty grainy, and the colors just kind of look like it didn't look bad, but it did not look like a 4K.
So Danny, what's at the top of your list for this viewing?
I think the top of my list is something I loved where Casey and I are a house divided. I loved the production design in this film and the cinematography. I thought the colors were just a bit rocking my world when it came to the interior shots, but really I loved all the exterior location shots they did, especially at night and in the rain. Guy riding his bike to meet her for the first time. The color was just kind of incredible, and I was a bit taken back by it. And there's two shots that also kind of rocked my world. One when Guy and her are kind of, Guy and Genevieve are singing about his draft papers coming, and he pulls his bike kind of into an alleyway, and they just kind of start floating off. Not walking, not pedaling the bike. It just kind of like pulls down.
Like on a dolly or something?
Yeah, like on a dolly as well. That transition was so smooth, and it was just kind of, I was kind of like, hell yes. And then the second one was her and him saying goodbye at the train station. That was just a stunning shot where they are both kind of walking to the train. They walk out of the station. They walk along the side of the train, and the camera starts moving at the pace of the train. And it was just incredible, like an incredible shot. And there was just so much outside of what the musical aspect of this film, just watching it from an artistic perspective, I was just kind of smitten. Really loved the way it looked.
Yeah, Katie brings up banger wallpapers to be honest. And is this like the most wallpaper we've covered on the show? There's so much.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
And I loved how they did like one room. It would be her and her mom, and the mom would be kind of matching the wallpaper in her outfit, and she'd be wearing like blue in a pink room. And then she'd walk into a room and it'd be like blue wallpaper, and she'd match the wallpaper, but the mom wouldn't. It was just, I don't know. There's like those choices were wild to me, and I just really kind of loved it.
Guy's button-up shirt matching the trim,
Yeah.
like the blue teal trim.
Yes.
I was like, has anyone ever done this in a movie? Like the clothing of the characters matching the trim in the room. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was so fun. Honestly, I was getting... this is like a Boss Baby moment, but I was getting Wes Anderson vibes from some of this. But like, is this like where like that opening shot is this like aesthetic? Is this like deeply inspired like Wes Anderson's whole production? Of course, I don't feel like it carries through in the amount that like that opening shot, but it's such a fun shot of like the people, the overheads of them walking through, and you can just tell the color coordination is there, and just kind of like sets up the rest of the movie. But yeah, it's so much fun, and it's so different. Yeah, like the mother matching the color of the wallpaper was just nuts.
I mean, you can understand why Chazelle would rip this movie off to make La La Land. I mean, you just understand.
An interesting comment to make.
That was Proto.
Yeah, the production design was pretty nuts. And hopefully not every Wes Anderson fan is like banging their car dashboard saying, how can we not know that Wes loves Jacques or has loved Jacques? Yeah, the wallpaper stuff is super nuts. So I'm glad that I eventually watched the 4K to see all the colorful splendor. But I think you were saying you were house divided. Like Casey points out that I think Casey made a comment on the rooms just like kind of being...
She used the word appalling.
Appalling.
Yeah.
And I will say that some of the rooms just appeared almost to the point where I would never want to live in this room. Like, it's cool. Like, you're seeing it in a movie, and it's like a movie scene, you know, the fun colors, yada, yada. But if I had to sit in this room for 5 minutes, I would be jumping off a bridge. Especially, like, no more evident than, like, the red light district bar that he went into. That bar when he took that lady up to the bedroom. That was one of the ugliest bars situations. I would have absolutely noped out of that room the instant I walked in. I wanted to throw up, just experiencing him in that bar and finding a woman and then going to make love.
He was also wearing that like brown suit in that red bar.
It was just small.
It
like
was nasty.
You imagine people smoking in that room. It would just make it even worse. Oh my God. So bad.
There was a wallpaper. Now I'm thinking about it. Casey didn't even respond to me when I said it. I was like, I want that wallpaper. And it was the one in in the entryway. It was like oranges and like a blue background. It was like, I was like, yes, I want that wallpaper. And I got no response from Casey.
She couldn't even open her mouth. She gave herself lockjaw.
I kept wondering how much of this was sets for the movie versus like, is this just how it looked? Yeah, like did it exist in this way?
No, I bet it wasn't like this.
Yeah, it's like hard to believe like it would be this prevalent that you could just like shoot somewhere in Paris and in the 70s and have this kind of chaos. But I don't know, maybe it was like that.
God, can you imagine if that's what we missed the 70s in Paris? We could have seen this.
What could have been? We could have been doing the Mamba in Paris in the 70s in the red light district. Also, was that woman being assaulted by those sailors? Did you notice that? Like when they
saw that.
What is going on there?
Yeah.
Where was Guy? Can you step in?
Guy.
Can you pretend like she's your friend and like, oh yeah, come on, we're here to party. We've been waiting for you. It was that you talk about appalling. What was happening in that alley?
French in the 70s.
I'll say it. I'm comfortable in saying the French were appalling in the 70s based on what I saw.
Before we go any further, I made a mistake. This movie came out in 1964.
What year did you say?
I said the 70s.
Oh.
So we are in the 60s. So We're looking at Paris and
I'm cutting all of that out.
Cherbourg.
I didn't even realize
Not even
that's
Paris.
What we were talking about
We're
the
in
70s
Cherbourg.
that way.
Cherbourg.
Emma is asking, are the French good now?
No,
we have
we
to move
can't
on.
answer
We don't
that.
have time to even
We can't answer that live.
get into that answer.
Never.
That's in the post show.
Let's see. Proto, what's the top of your list?
Top of my list. Is French the most beautiful language?
Language of love.
question.
I mean, I just have to ask the question because I had to, like, getting into this movie, right? I had no idea that it was all going to be sung. You know, so it hits, I hit play. I'm like, huh? Especially when I heard like it wasn't a musical, and then it's like, wait, they're singing this whole time. But you know, even as somebody who doesn't understand French, I loved it.
Okay.
And I'm like shocked that, like, you know, at first I'm like, you know, pulling my collar, like they're gonna be singing this whole time. But I fell in love with it, really.
Really?
I think
the language of the movie.
I think that the sound of the language, like I love to hear it, and I think like just the way it sounds is so appealing, and without even understanding the words, you know, I could read the translation, but I just found it lovely to hear, and it didn't feel there's something about French that feels almost like sing-songy as they're singing it. Whereas like I was like, could they do a movie like this in English? Like I don't think it would work in the same. I think it would kind of just sound like hokey or goofy. But then again, maybe I'm just benefiting from not understanding what they're saying. And so it's just like I'm hearing sounds. But yeah, I loved it, honestly.
Okay.
Danny, your thoughts on the language of France?
Well, finding out it was a musical and then actually sitting in the thick of it when it's just everything spoken is sung. I don't know if I would consider this a musical, really.
Right. There's no
guess
like actual song,
musical
with verses,
numbers, song and
like
dances.
Happening.
Yeah. But it's the one thing I hated the most in this film was the singing the entire time. And I don't know if it is because it's not because of the French language, but because Guy and Genevieve were fine, but when the mom sings, it's like pierce, like it's like I think my glass is going to shatter in my house somewhere because of her. But it's like, I don't know. I did. It's the like my least favorite thing about this film, and it's the entire film is the singing.
What? Yeah, I absolutely agree.
I
felt scammed as soon as I hit play on this movie when this is it called sing through? Is it like does anyone in chat know musicals where it's I guess Les Mis also like this and Hamilton are sung through sing along. Danny says spoken word. Can someone ban Toast Modern? Sung through. Thank you. I was correct. But yeah,
like isn't like this, no. But those are Broadway shows, so I don't know. It feels different.
But I've never seen Hamilton. Do they just like talk like this?
No, Hamilton's rap.
Yeah, when you posted the screenshot in Discord, it was like musical. I was like, okay. But then when it was like sung through musical, I was like, and that's because like I want a song. Like I want to hear a song with like
I want a belter.
Verse and a chorus or whatever.
I want to define gravity. Give
me French defying gravity. I don't know what that is, but I want it. But Genevieve, gorgeous, fantastic. The actress. Her singing is putting me to sleep. She's like going through the motions like no one. I feel like if you're going to do a sung through movie, give me some like oomph in the performance. Yes. I felt like I was getting the opposite of oomph in these songs from her and Guy. And 20 minutes in, I checked the time. Like I was like, how much is left in this movie? I was getting Postman vibes. From how I was feeling like I was almost like swindled in the like the format of the movie, where I was like, man, would I have liked this more if it was just a regular movie, like with like regular talking and acting? Because the plot is like, it's not, there's not a lot going on. Her boyfriend goes to war. She gets pregnant right before that. And then like a rich businessman wants her and she has to decide. And then things happen. That's like there's not a lot that happens. Yeah. Also like, but like the rich businessman doesn't even meet her really. And he tells the mother, I want your daughter. I can provide for her. I expect an answer in 3 months. Like he's not, I don't even think he's spoken to Genevieve by that point, right?
Well, he can't show her his reverse Hitler mustache that he has.
He did have a very strange mustache. To rewind though, I'm not the sung through format of this movie did nothing for me, unfortunately. But that's so. I think I had the exact opposite reaction of Proto.
See that with the Madeline character, I love the performance because I thought of it. I think she communicates like a 17-year-old innocent young girl who's like fallen in love.
Genevieve.
Yeah, right? Genevieve.
Yeah, Genevieve is the.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, why was I saying Madeline?
Madeline is the eventual love
nurse.
Of Guy.
Oh, I messed up the whole intro, the whole summary. Oh well,
we're back, baby.
We're doing it live.
New year, new
okay?
us.
Anyway, yeah, Genevieve. Yeah, I thought her like to me she conveyed so perfectly the innocence, the young love, the tenderness, the naivety that someone would have at that age. So yeah, even though I know you're saying like it's putting you to sleep, I just found it so believable and like in the context of the way it's sung and I guess like this relationship and just like the really like almost like the high pitch of her voice, it just matched the character so well to me.
I didn't even, it's hard for me to even like believe these guys are 20 and 17 because they look like they're one cigarette away from 40 years old.
How about was it his godmother or his aunt? Or his aunt. Like, she looked like she was a 30-year-old underneath that makeup. There's no way she's, near death at that stage.
No, she wasn't. Unless that's how the French die.
It could be. Danny, next on your list.
I just have written down third act. I really loved the third act of this when it all kind of, when it was bright red letters and said the return, because it got serious with Guy coming back from the war and us knowing that she's moved on with reverse Hitler. And I don't know, I think that's when it got emotional, watching his reaction to, coming back after not getting any response from her, or not her letters not coming in or whatever that he said, having his limp, going to the umbrella shop, which by the way, have you guys ever seen an umbrella shop?
I was about to ask that too.
It's a different time.
Different time?
Yeah.
They had more rain back then.
Anyway, so him coming back and then having, trying to find her, not finding her, and I mean, really ending up at that gas station in the snow to wrap it up. I loved the third act of this film the most. It just, the performances were great. Visually, it's stunning. That snowing final scene of the two of them kind of saying their final goodbyes after choosing the lives that they've chosen. I really loved that one. Those shots.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the movie too. Was that part and like him opening that gas station service center. I mean, that looked amazing.
Yeah.
Do we need to go back? Like seeing that made me like, do I need to open my own gas station?
Okay.
Like it looked great. It looked fantastic. Maybe it was the snow. But also when Guy comes back, that tight fade, it was incredible.
Oh,
his hair got the biggest glow up in
good.
history, in the history of France, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know
he
who's
changed
doing those
French.
cuts back then, but my man had it going on big time.
He looked
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the ending, I think it's like a perfect ending for this movie, because as soon as it like happens, like the snow's falling and a car pulls up, you kind of just know exactly. And you knew there had to be some kind of resolution to their relationship.
Yeah.
But it is just so perfect of like this deep, seemingly deep love that they had as a young couple, and then just this chance encounter later in life, 5 years later or whatever, and they both have kids, and they both named them the same name. It really is such a beautiful ending. And like, I never had a relationship like this, but it is funny. I was actually talking to Jenna about this the other day, because the holidays, and you might run into people you haven't seen in a while, but it's so funny to run into somebody who you haven't seen in a decade, and you have like 5-10 minutes to catch up.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's been going on in your life? It's like, well, I have 3 kids, and this is that happened, and what, and then it's like, well, see you later. And it's like, maybe I'll see them in another 10 years and like have another conversation with this. So like, I feel like that scene kind of encapsulates it, of course, for like the love that they had together. But it just reminded me of those experiences, which is so funny in life.
When he chooses not to, sorry, Slim, when he chooses not to see his child either, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
I don't know, right?
I mean, I feel like you would, if you did, like, how could you not want to be in their life? So he's like, I have this
Does she
life.
even know about him?
Yeah. That can of worms.
Lost my train of thought. What was I
I'm
gonna
sorry.
say?
I did that
it's
to you.
okay. I was watching some videos. This is a highly regarded picture.
Yeah.
Highly. And people were talking about, I think it's come around in acclaim since its release as like a love story, but one of the more realistic portrayals of, young love, and then, life goes on, essentially. Like you're, for whatever reason, that relationship ends, and you will see that person later. And, for one side, it could be that they made the right choice, and maybe for the other side, they don't know. Because it still boggles my mind that she married reverse Hitler. And I know her mom had like a huge influence on that, maybe 100% of the influence.
100%.
Really.
Yeah.
But, you could say like how many people listening have been in those situations where like, what if, or did I make the right decision? Am I just stuck here and like meeting up again with like someone you were in a relationship with? I mean, they had a pretty cordial conversation, I felt like, for what happened. I don't think I could have a cordial conversation with any of my previous love interests as well as Guy had in his fancy gas station.
You left them that bad.
But, I mean, he had, like, I think you can go now, Katie writes in chat. That was my last note. Like, that was I think the best line of the movie for me, because I, like, couldn't believe that Genevieve did that. Where you kind of like hope, like if you're resentful as like Guy, I'm like, yeah, I hope you're unhappy. Or like for a while I would think that. She didn't look entirely pleased in that car, but didn't. Who knows what her life is like? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, he got Dear John hard. Really. Yeah, I like that though, how it does feel pretty real, because in some ways it's like, wait, like, why are you marrying this guy? But I think it just shows like how young and influenced Genevieve is in this by her mother. It's like, you're pregnant. This guy, he could be dead. He'll never come back. Like, you've got this rich guy who's going to take care of you. You just got to do it. Like the influence as a 17-year-old your parent can have on you at the time. And then like, then you make a choice that really determines the rest of your life. And you're left to just wonder. So I think it really captures that. And even though it's not as romantic, there's something like tragically romantic about this, in that of like how much romances can, how easily they can fail, or for like reasons that don't even seem good, or just kind of, it's like, man, like you could have just written this a different way and they could have lived happily ever after. But there's something about this that just feels so human.
Yeah. Proto's second point, I think.
Wow.
Where we're
Or
at
third,
this
or
point.
third, whatever.
I think it's, I think it's whatever. There's a few shots in this that felt like action shots that I really loved. I think there was something with the cut at the wedding that was just so great, like the way it was shot. I think it zoomed in at one point, and then like when they were coming, I think it was the wedding, when they're coming out of the church, and they get in the car and it drives away, and the camera turns, and then it turns to the Madeline character.
Oh,
has been kind of in the shadows the whole time. And you're kind of like, early on, you're kind of like, I think it's pretty clear that like, okay, she has a thing for Guy. But then like seeing Genevieve get married, and then like Madeline is there waiting and knowing like he's mine now. Just the way that was shot, I thought was beautiful. And I thought there was just so many interesting shots in this. Like it was so creative and just like lovely to look at. And there were some of them that just like really surprised me in how it was put together.
Mm-hmm. Some of them felt surreal too. The shot where she's trying on the veils, the wedding veils, and it kind of just pans as her mom walks through the mannequins, and she's just standing there staring at her wearing a veil, and she just kind of looks and kind of breaks the fourth wall straight into the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like it felt super surreal. And I love the shot of her sitting at the table with reverse Hitler, and he puts that crown on her head, and she's striking. She's just very striking.
What was that character's name? The rich
Roland.
Yeah, him.
He never even met Genevieve, but he was like infatuated with her.
Yeah.
I could relate to him though.
Okay.
Enough to the point where you would offer marriage to someone you had never met and demand a response in 3 months. I'll be back.
3 months. I'll be back.
Well, if you knew she was the one, and like,
how do you know she's the one though?
That's how I was with Jenna. That's how I was with Jenna. I knew I was going to marry her before our first date.
Okay, let's hear the story.
Get into it.
Well, I'm not getting into the story. There's not enough time.
We know where you live now.
But she worked at an umbrella shop with her mother.
But I knew. I knew it was going to happen. And of course, you might think, well, like that's convenient because it did happen now, and I can say that. But no, like at the time, I was thinking, like I'm going to marry her. Like and there was something beyond myself that I understood about it. And I think Roland was feeling the same way in this moment. He knew that, even though Genevieve had a different relationship that she was invested in, and the fact that she's pregnant, that didn't matter to him because this was his destiny. It was kismet that they would be together and nothing would stop him.
Shocking that a rich white man got his way in 60s France. Thank you, France, for setting the tone.
We do
so many decades.
Yeah, we do what we can.
Also, you feel bad for the mother. The mother thought this was her chance at new love. She thought Roland was interested in her. She's getting so excited. She's like inviting him to dinner. This is my moment. She's telling Genevieve, Roland's a great guy. We're talking all the time. This could be it. Oh, you want my daughter?
Okay.
She makes like the Kermit scrunched face.
Oh, really? I thought she was playing along in that.
No.
I didn't think she was actually into Roland.
I thought the first like luncheon she had set up because she liked Roland.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
really?
when he's like, I need to tell you something. I have the hots for your daughter. You can see her face is like, wah, wah. Like she's like really crestfallen by that.
I thought she was just playing it cool.
No. Dany, number 3.
I think we've exhausted it all. I don't know what I've left to talk
Menchie's?
about. Hold on, before I butcher this name and get flamed to hell for it. The composer, Michel Legrand. Incredible music.
Mm.
I love when it finally gets that kind of through theme that they play throughout the rest of the film. I forget the name of the track. I really love the music, even though I didn't love the words being sung to it. I think that's kind of it for me. I am at 4 stars for this.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Hello.
I had a great time watching it. I think really, I honestly, maybe on rewatches, if I ever get around to it again, knowing what I'm getting myself into, it might go higher. But for now, as a first time watch, visually kind of loved how it looked, how the cinematography played out, how the music was there. The sung through kind of musical aspect of it didn't land for me. So that's just kind of where I'm at. But beautiful film. I'm stoked to have finally watched it, and I'm looking forward to doing some art for it.
Oh. Jane in chat says the mom called her fugly like 20 times. She really did. She was really brutal. I mean, she was like ill in bed. She's like, oh my God, you look terrible. You look awful. What do you expect? Maybe this is why you can't find true love, Mom. My Menchie's, I love the mechanic shop. I love that scene where you're introduced to his job. I mean, all those mechanics wearing suits, like underneath their overalls or coveralls, but look like suits. I guess just slacks mainly. But
when he quits, he already has his like brown suit pants on and just throws his jacket on and leaves.
What do you think his pension was?
Yeah, he was fine to just settle down on his pension.
He didn't need that effing job.
That's insane. He's worked for like 3 years and he has a pension.
Yeah. Sheesh.
60s France.
Is it loonies? What is their currency over there?
I think it's loonies.
Yeah.
At one point she comes in wearing a raincoat, and this is like a really odd deep cut. Let me see if I can Google it.
Okay. Jenna was wearing that raincoat when you met her?
Sorry, I should have prepared this. But she comes in wearing a raincoat that looks like the raincoat that the Gambit action figure wore in 1992.
Yo, that's so true.
Look at that raincoat I just put in chat. It just
she really
like,
did.
It was bizarre. It was absolutely bizarre. It took me out of the whole movie. I wrote Gambit raincoat. And let's see, next on my list is that woman being assaulted by the sailors. I feel like there should be an investigation into that scene.
Yeah. French.
17 years young, this gal. Married at 17. She's talking about marrying Guy. 17. You don't know, Genevieve. You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I write 21 minutes in. Sorry. I wrote, she's pregnant. I leave for 3 months. She can give me an answer then. Huh? Question mark? I was actually really put off by the way they treated their mailman. They didn't really talk to their mailman when he came in and like gave their mail.
Adorable.
They didn't even say like goodbye, have a nice day. They just stopped engaging with him. Have some freaking couth, you know?
You gotta be couth.
Couth. The TH. I wrote, Jesus, she's marrying him. His aunt, she was giving me Grandpa Joe vibes in that bed. Like completely bedridden.
Seriously. Every scene she's in the bed.
It all comes back to Wonka. Lickable wallpaper.
Yeah, that was the last time we covered wallpaper in depth, probably.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This depressing bar looks awful. I want to die. Madeline. Oh, that was one other thing I wanted to talk about Madeline, but I really enjoyed the scenes where they meet outside at that table and she's like, kind of not dress. She's really just waiting to see like, are you actually in love with me? Are you over, Genevieve? Is this real, what we're experiencing? I thought that was a really great scene. Also, Madeline giving me vibes from the neighbor in Spider-Man 2. Remember her?
No.
Yes.
She had the hots for Toby.
Where she makes Peter a sandwich.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know, Maybe Peter missed out.
Rent.
F this bish Genevieve. I wrote in my notes.
She's
I
just a
was really
child.
just.
My
I know,
God.
but
My
I don't know.
God.
I don't know. She sacrificed everything to save her mother. I guess this mother.
And
should
the
be
mother
in
still
prison.
died. She still died.
Yeah, she still died.
That's the way it goes.
It is the way it goes sometimes, folks. I really honestly, I really struggle with this movie. Sorry to say.
Okay. It's your honesty is,
It's 90 minutes though. That was the saving grace, honestly, for me. But the sung through aspect of it, I couldn't grapple with it. So I'm like hovering around where Casey was, 2.5-ish, 3 stars. But again, the production, quality, the sets, everything looked dynamite. So I'm not sure where I'm going to land. Maybe I'll land at 3 stars, but it could be 2.5. So that's me.
All right, we'll wait for the letterbox.
Wait for the log drop.
The Slim's peace treaty with France is over. All his goodwill from French New Wave.
We knew it wouldn't last.
It's over. Yeah, I got to go back to the beginning with the Guy getting off from his job as a mechanic. How are you not taking a shower?
Yeah.
Before going on a date.
The amount of time she said he smelled like gasoline.
And she said it will be heaven.
Listen, I was in agreement. I love the smell of gasoline.
I do too.
Hold on.
Yeah. If they bottled that in a legal or illegal fashion into
I
some
would
kind of
sniff
vape,
gasoline.
in a vape, a gasoline vape.
Can
Hello.
you even say this on? You can't.
Who's gonna arrest me? I
French.
dare you. I dare
don't-
the French to come arrest me.
I don't sniff gasoline, but if I did, I would like it.
What is happening right now?
Have you ever smelled gasoline, Dan?
You
It smells
Northerners.
great.
I've smelt it. It smells like
The face of that inhale, my God. We need to have 70 millimeter branded gasoline vape pens.
oh my God.
Oh.
Maybe
But
it's because you guys have to have people pump your gas for you up there.
In New Jersey, but not in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it on me. Like, I do not want to smell like gasoline. Yeah.
I would not want to be covered in gasoline. Let me be clear.
No gasoline cologne in the village store.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Let's see. What else? There were some funny lines.
Okay.
The mother saying, "How could this happen?" And Genevieve saying, "The usual way, I assure you," about the pregnancy. I can't remember who said. I think the mother. Roland mentions that he saw the Virgin with child, and then the mother says, "I think I drank too much. My cheeks are burning." Yeah, I was surprised with how funny it was. I thought the dialogue was great, even if it was sung. Genevieve saying, "I look awful," while she looks incredible.
She looked amazing in every scene.
Right. Every shot. Even with the
Evil
pillow
mother.
strapped around her stomach for a
Who's
fake
evil?
baby.
Why is my absence so heavy to bear? Yeah, just the way this was sung. And that hook, the main hook or chorus or whatever it is that was through the score of this, I loved it. I've kind of been like humming it the past few days. It's just been stuck in my head. Yeah, I found myself just so much in love with this movie.
Okay.
The way it looked, the story, and this is like the advantage that Avatar has. Honestly, a simple story. I think sometimes the simplest stories can be the most impactful, and I think this is just like I just found it like so well told, and it like really struck a chord with me of just like, hey, this is life, for some folks, this is the way it goes, and I love movies like this. And I'm just thinking, man, hold on one moment.
Oh my God.
I just got to look up another director.
Okay.
Jean-Luc Godard.
Oh,
Yeah, Godard.
who can get lost for all I care.
Wait, was there another part of that sense, or did you just pause?
Did you?
No.
Did you self-edit?
No. Jean-Luc Godard, famously, I don't really like his movies. I saw Breathless.
Okay.
And his movies come out in the 1960s.
French New Wave.
Yeah, French New Wave. So I'm like seeing this, I'm seeing what Godard did, and then I'm like seeing this, and it's like Godard retire.
Godard who?
Godard who? Like not even like he should be I hope he was ashamed seeing what Demy did.
You're talking about the end of my peace treaty. We're grants.
We're good. You're good now, Slim.
But Jacques Demy, this is my Frenchman. This is my Frenchman. So I'm at 5 stars.
Oh,
hello.
Yes.
We're starting the year off right. 5 stars.
Hello.
We're 6 seasons into 70 millimeter when we get our first year start with a 5 bang from Proto.
It's written in the stars. Written in the friggin' stars. Okay. I don't think we have any letters. Dan, you've been in charge of letters. Do we have any letters? I don't think so.
I want to say there was maybe something from a Michael P.
Oh.
From before break or during break.
Oh, I've never seen this.
I think I saw an email.
Hold on, I gotta get this file ready here. Didn't even know this is a thing.
70 millimeter, it's Mikey P. End of the year, just wanted to say, and sometimes I look in this Discord and I look at all the communications and the jokes and the memes and the pictures and the laughs and the personal stories and just what a community you've built. Thank you for bringing us together, and what a great year. I look forward to what you do next. Okay. What is created, all this artwork. Thank you.
Mikey P.
Straight to the point.
Mikey P, he doesn't beat around the bush, and we love him for that. Mikey P sent me a nice, I'm sure we all got cards from Mikey P for Christmas.
I got a great Christmas card from Mikey P.
Oh my gosh, I cried.
One of the good ones.
I
think we're going to see him for the Rumble?
No.
Rip.
I want to believe he'll be there, but I don't want my heart broken, honestly.
I need to pray. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. All right, next week is my pick for 70mm Goes International from 1997, Cure, Madness, Terror, Murder. We're turning this car right around, folks. A frustrated detective deals with a case of several gruesome murders committed by people who have no recollection of what they've done. And I got the Eureka 4K, sight unseen. I bought it on eBay.
That's insane.
The day we were recording this episode, I had a feeling. I don't know if it's going to be a good feeling, but I bought the 4K on eBay.
I like it. Let's see how long you can go with only watching 4Ks this year.
That's a great idea.
It's a great challenge. We should have challenges set up for 70 millimeter.
4K, okay. Let me the place that I bought it on eBay. I give them a little reco. Father Spock.
Father
Media.
Spock.
Father Spock Media on eBay. Okay. Shipped very quick. This year,
Father Spock.
Proto, any closing thoughts? Kicking off 2026.
Oh, closing thoughts. Let's announce the 70mm journey for this year.
Hello.
Okay.
Last year we did the Borny, which was great. It was 12 movies from your birth year. And in the December, while we weren't recording, there was a bunch of challenges that came up, people kind of gearing up for the new year. And there was one that kind of kept popping up. And even if it's one, I think that you don't do entirely, it's kind of just like a fun exercise. So I thought it would be fun. It's almost like fun just to make the list. So this was called, on Letterboxd, it's called the Hater Club Movie Challenge 2026. And what it is, there's 52 lists. 52 lists, and you pick a movie from each of the lists. Okay, so it's a movie for each week of the year.
No.
But it's kind of fun if you're on Letterboxd and, you know, you like lists and you like putting them together. This one's kind of like a choose your own adventure. I found it very fun. So you just go through the list and then you just add one for each week of the year. But I'm calling it, we kind of discussed privately. We don't really love the name. The name doesn't really make sense.
It's stupid.
Name sucks.
The Hater Club Movie Challenge. So for us, I'm calling it The Lover's Journey 2026.
Okay.
Because
Lover's Journey.
We love movies and
love.
We don't like, you don't have to challenge yourself. Like, look, we're all just trying to be entertained here. This shouldn't be work, you know? So it's a journey. You know, if you get halfway, if you watch a couple, like I made my list. I don't, you know, maybe I'll watch 10 of these throughout the year, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay. I'm releasing myself to just watch 10. Yes. But now I have a great, you know, list that I think I can go back on. It's always nice to have something to work towards throughout the year. So if you want to join along, you can find it wherever lists are sold.
Okay.
Don't be a hater, be a lover.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
What it comes down to. And we'll check in on progress throughout the year. We will see everybody next week for Cure. $70mm is a tape deck production featuring original artwork provided by Danny Haas, spiritual guidance and top secret movie insider information provided by Proto, producer at large Dale_A, and main feed music composed by Cinematrix. Prints and other merch are available on 70mmpod.com. This episode was mixed, edited, and produced by me, Slim. Support our Patreon for access to longer, uncut episodes, our VHS Village Discord to talk movies with new friends, access to exclusive episodes from the 70mm vault, discounts on merch, and a physical membership card mailed to you. To check out other Tape Deck podcasts, find the link in our episode notes. We're on Instagram, but that's about it. Goodbye.
This is a Tape Deck podcast.